And so, hello, howdy doody. Hope all is well. Everything's going great for everybody. Today has been a beautifully hot, hot day, and just whew, uh, for some people slow moving, but for me it was busy like I used to like to be busy. Every day I used to have a very nice selection of several activities to do in so much of my job. So I feel a little more aware of the things that I am actually able to do and in kind of fitting into a couple of new roles that I have. It's been all right. It's been all right. Happy vacation for pharmacy manager. Um, the day really has gone well though. I was able to get some stuff done. Actually, was able to get a vehicle in with a bad bulb and oil change at a great time frame. It actually worked out well. Very very interesting how switching fleet management companies and of course their preferred uh, shops. It's funny how that actually changes your workday when it works well. Of course, you can always notice it when it's like, oh, this takes forever. Oh, this is so hard. But this new one is actually in a good direction. It's surprisingly easy and simple. So the they went well. They went well. The real thing, other than me and my slight obsession with really thinking about getting a Chromecast, if there are any anywhere in the world. I should have checked Craigslist. I should check Craigslist. I will check Craigslist. And I'm going to open up a window just to make sure I don't forget. And in that window, I probably should put .com. Oh yeah, I'll do it. Before I do it. Excuse me, see if I can sell in theirs. Adams Morgan. DuPont Circle. This DC. Yeah, it does say Richmond, Virginia here. Okay. Someone's trading a 42-inch TV for a 50-inch TV. Of course, I'm simplifying. That one's an LCD 3D TV, and the other one's an LCD LED TV. And of course, the size difference is substantial when you look at the actual viewing size for everything. But anyway, all that said, it's very it's an interesting trade. Gallaudet University. This is Maryland now. Maybe there's just none in the area. See, this is okay. I'm going to try this again. But most importantly, I typed in Chromecast, so I won't forget it later. All right. So I'm thinking about getting one, and that actually is kind of simple because that's all I'm really thinking about doing because it could be useful for one of my televisions, and I only use apps really, so it could be great. It could be awesome. Interesting. Oh, a lot of questions about it, but we'll see how it goes. Wish Howard was still at work. Yeah, ask him about it, or maybe I already asked him. Whatever. Either way, some other things that caught my eye besides Craigslist here. Well, let me actually give you a little view of Chromecast on Amazon that I'm thinking about getting. Groups. But let's see. Yes, let me go ahead and do it. I actually saw this trailer and I didn't know that it was available. So here is the trailer I came across for Hercules. And what's funny about this one, to me at least, is that I can remember hearing like maybe a year or two ago that The Rock, Mr. Dwayne Johnson, is, or that he was bulking up for the role, and it has The Rock bulking up. Like, what do you mean by that? But let's take a look and let's just, give it its due moment here. It's a short trailer, about a minute and a half, so let's see how it does this.
Who are you? Are you a murderer? Are you a mercenary who turns his back on the innocent? We believe in you.
Killers. There's 3 out of us.
The deeds you have performed, the labors you have accomplished. Are you only the legend, or are you the truth? Behind the legend. Now, tell me, who are you? I am Hercules!
This is interesting. All right, that was a nice trailer. You always love the Leonidas, like all of those type of shots on these type of movies. But that was great. I do it around my wife sometimes just so she can laugh at me, make fun of me. So that looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. It looked good to the point where one of the main things that stood out to me is just that it looks like an interesting story. They didn't highlight, if you didn't know what those monsters were, then it would be just like a new story that you might be interested in. Yeah, that's where that noise was from. That's the Terminator type of noise that he's doing. So they had into the trailer. Maybe the same guy did it, but it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good, and hmm, yes, I may see that in the theater. But then again, I want to see Godzilla right now, and I haven't seen that yet. And I think it's important that I see that movie, or at least I'm ready to see it. I've heard enough. I had heard a few reviews. However, I heard a couple that count recently, and I'm very looking forward to again seeing it. And I don't know why we see this is the problem when guys try to put something together sometimes. Guys meaning myself, brother, dad, nephews, because I could blame them too, I guess. They're gonna be in the group, but we just didn't. We got busy. We started doing a bunch of other stuff. My nephew's team became national champions in futsal, I think. Well, soccer, American football. Or sorry, European football, American soccer, and great things, but that's a little, it's tough. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Looking forward to using Chromecast. I'm looking forward to checking out this movie. Surprisingly, so there do look to be a couple of other movies coming out that look interesting. A lot of people have been talking about this Lucy movie, which, as they said, is the exact same movie as a couple other ones in a different way. It's almost like having maybe a giant robot movie, like a Gundam movie or a Dynasty Warriors game, like a specific genre that seems a lot more specific than you really would have realized, because maybe that whole he was in the Playbook. movie. He's also the voice of, he was in the Hangover movies, Bradley Cooper. So the movie that he was in, Limitless, where he would take a medication and it would eventually kill him, but it would let him use more of his brain. Very interesting concept. I like that movie a whole lot. It's one of the movies that actually kind of sealed the deal with me enjoying the roles that he kept playing. He plays such a range, it's very cool. And in my understanding is, actually, I never saw with this particular one, but apparently he worked on soap operas before. And I kind of feel like that just, there are a few actors that I can remember that started in soaps. And I mean, even the girl, I can't remember her name. I should look it up just out of respect because she was on VR Troopers, if I remember correctly. And that is what actually, my mom used to watch General Hospital. And there, see, I put both of them in, and the actress comes up, Miss Sarah Brown. Okay, cool. But she played Carly on General Hospital, and I saw my mom watching it one day. I was like, this is the girl from VR Troopers. Yeah, so I said, I'll sit down, and then somehow my mom started telling me about it. It's probably one of the fewer connecting points I had growing up with my mom and I. But yeah, that's how I watched a little General Hospital when I was younger. But just all of that said, something. Seeing a character that you like in one movie in another movie, even especially the villains. Sometimes you seeing them in another movie and you already want to hate them, but then like, oh, that was a great character. Oh God, I'm so grateful you came here for the protagonist or something. Like maybe they are actually in a more, maybe just a role with a bit of redemption. I mean, it's like Mr. on The Color Purple when Danny Glover, the actual movie. Even saw the stage play here in Richmond at the Virginia Rep this last week, and the guy playing Mr. I forgot his name. Sorry, I do not have the program handy, but even the guy playing Mr., who is the mostly evil character for those who don't know, that Seeley, Whoopi Goldberg's character, is given to for a wife at a young age, and he plays a darn good villain. It's the bottom line. It's a wonderfully written character. Not Harper, Mockingbird. I don't believe I just forgot the writer, but I just saw the stage play, and that's a character that my wife, no matter where she sees Danny Glover, because of the character he played in The Color Purple, she wants to hate him in every role. And I've loved Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon series. He was in Predator 2. I mean, just there were several movies that I saw when I was young, probably too young to be seeing some of these movies, honestly, but that I just enjoyed him. So it's very interesting to see how she still attached that evil character to Danny Glover, because of that, because of the role. So it's very interesting, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's nice to have characters like that. And actually, I will just show the Google page, just showing who I was talking about before, Sarah Brown, the example that I use. But yeah, but actually, side note, the Carly she played was hilarious because half the time you really wanted to hate her. And my favorite character on there was Jason because he was just so cool. I mean, just so cool. I don't even know. Jason and Sonny, they were cool guys. They wrote those, and then you had Lucky. He tried to get a little better, but I mean, yeah, it was a decent show of what I remember. It's been a long time. But all that said, it is absolutely time to head out. I know there was something else that I might have wanted to mention, but you know what? Other days, other videos, and especially when sleep is so important, think get bed 1:30, it's 1:24. Let's try. Anyway, have a good day. Bye.